Dream Team's all right with me. Dream Team's all right. Oh, yeah. I'm Roy. I coach Destroy. This is Warnie.
Coach of the Warn Dogs.
This is Calvin.
Benito's.
And I'll tell you what, things are really heating up in DT at the moment. We're starting to really get close to those bye rounds, which are going to have,
way too close.
aren't they? They're going to play a big part over the next few weeks. Maybe the only time that teams that have started slowly could make some sort of ground with a bit of luck and a bit of good planning. But around the grounds first, Warn Dog, how did you go?
Well, the Warn Dogs are looking very good. I had a fantastic week this week. I knocked out 2,252 and I was sitting outside the top 1,000 and I skyrocketed. I thought, if I can hold position, go, maybe get inside that top 1,000, 398 in the whole world now.
Well done, man. That is awesome.
And a little bit up and about, just quietly. So.
Oh, as you should be. Well done.
So, yeah, knocked that out. So, yeah, Roy, how'd you end up?
Well, finally, a respectable week. I went about 22:30, and I have to add this in because I thought, wow, I'm going to actually have a good week, am I? I had to have my one bit of bad luck. And do you know what that was? Do we have time for me to explain?
Yep,
good,
go for
because
it.
I'm going to. Stevie Johnson out. I think everyone that had Steve Johnson out went, oh, well, it doesn't matter. I get Dwyer's 100.
You would have got Dwyer's 100.
No, and do you know why? This is embarrassing, why I missed it.
You're a DT pro, Roy.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd had a few vessels.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there looking at my team. There was nothing more I could do.
Yep.
Getting a bit tipsy. Oh, Rockcliffe, Steve Johnson. Geez, my team looks better with Stevie in the middle there. He'll pump out a big one, lead from the front. Yeah, just swapped them for no reason, and it meant I got Whitfield's 35 because he was.
So what cost you 70 odd?
Yeah, about 70, which would have got me what?
That would have been a dog score. That would have been a dog.
Oh, would have been 2-3, mate.
Jeez, how
yeah,
back.
so I'm nearly back.
You are nearly back.
Nearly. No, you are.
You're back. Yeah, no, okay, I'm back.
And because you're ranking, if you look at that there, look at that.
Do you know what that jumped?
20,000.
Do you know what that jumped?
10,000.
10,000 in a week.
Jeez, house.
So this week, another 10.
Well, what? There's hope for the green vested Calvin yet?
And there is Calvin.
It brings good luck, mate.
It does. Look, and I had a solid score. Solid score.
Better than a lot of people.
And that goes with my wrong, I call him, the wrong guy in the forward line getting vested again. Absolutely killing. Averaged 85 last year.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
And so
he's one of their best mids.
He is, Roy. Don't tell me. Tell Sando that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I was pretty happy with my score and a couple of big ins this week for me. So I'm excited for Toes because a couple of big things to talk about.
Got you the Workwear Hub green vest.
I know I did, and look, I don't mind it because I think I look good in it.
Well, it seems you're getting comfortable in it because you usually have it done up like you currently do, but you were just there rocking it undone.
Well, I had it last week done up, I think, and now I'm a bit more casual. I call this like casual Thursdays.
Well, I can tell you're pretty confident.
Well, no, I won't wear this next week.
No, I can tell.
Now, Roy, you didn't go and get a little look-alike for...
No.
But we did have one sent in. This is from Rumbles. Check out this for a work of absolute art. So, Pirate of the Caribbean. The Curse of the Green Vest. Look at that there. So,
my goodness!
Awesome.
Look at the head on you there. Like, how good does that look? It's bloody one of your little sad heads that you pull.
And look at the pig!
And the pig sitting up on his shoulders. Look at the pig back up there. Look at him. What a jet. And so, awesome work there. Rum balls. That was absolutely
one of the best I've seen.
For sure. It's absolutely brilliant. So, thanks for sending that in. We'll see what we come up for you next week.
I can't wait.
Excellent. All right, while we're talking about Workwear Hub, we did have a competition, which was to wear a pair of Magnum boots.
Magnum boots!
They are the Magnum boots there. And we asked the question, which player would you like to Magnum boot out of your team?
You're not saying Magnum boot right. Remember?
How do you say it?
Magnum boot!
All right, and so we have our winner. Congratulations there to Big Tone. So, Tony, he said, wine's in the cellar and Daisy in the compost.
That's pretty clever.
That was a very clever
one.
He did.
It's amazing.
He's used their names as not their names, but as other things.
Oh, now I get it.
You get it.
Yeah.
Good work with that one there. Let's have a quick look then at the Golden State. Rightio, the winner of the Golden Stubby this week was Nick Flostone.
How could it not be?
Oh, he went back to back. He held together a lot of back lines there, so that was
Didn't he?
That was a very, very important thing for a lot of
Him
people.
and Turlick back there knocking up tons.
And if you were playing against someone that didn't have him, it was easily the difference.
Oh, yeah,
we
without
had that
a doubt.
guy.
Yeah.
Compared, so awesome win there. His teammate Roy, one of your members,
Well,
though, he should have been pretty close to
so
it.
maybe I'm not back on track. I was saved by one man last week, and his name was Brandon Ellis.
Oh, he's your boy.
He has to be.
Yeah.
To come in and do that for me, wowee. Thank you, Brandon. 155 he had, so he was second or third actually in the Golden Stub this week.
Well, we talked last week, but do you chase Flostone? I chased.
You chased.
You
and
did.
that
I've
worked
been
out well.
patting myself like this all week.
Yeah, and well done. We gave you. We said, do it, man. Do it.
I'd like to
We
go
said
back
he's
to
a
the
good player.
replay of that. I don't know if you did, Roy, but
Right, kicking off the teams Friday night. It's a pretty good game, Pies versus Swans, but there's not a whole lot happening that we're interested in. Clark in, Thomas out, Lamb. Nothing interesting actually. So I'll jump straight to the Port Geelong game where we have actually got some interesting stuff.
Fire away.
Colhoun is back in now. He's played his one game. He will be on the bubble next week, and he is a dual position, isn't he? So
he is.
Dunny reckons he'll be the sub this week.
Oh, yeah?
So that won't matter this week.
No.
Yeah.
But keep your eye on him
Yep.
because he has been racking up in the Magoos.
Click the watch list.
Yeah, definite watch list. Of interest, Stevenson is out. So of those annoying Port defenders, he is out.
At least
and,
he's not bleeding cash. That's what.
Well,
something
there you go.
we're thinking.
And Need is having a rest this week. He'll be back after a couple.
Same for him too.
Geelong, thank you. Steve Johnson is apparently back in. Now, once again, like the Chapman incident, I'll sleep easy tonight, and no doubt sometime over the weekend I'll be pulling my hair out. Hall and Smith is out. GWS, Trelaw's back in. Now, it said he was omitted last week, but he didn't play twos. He was just having a good old rest. Sounds like he's rested. Eagles, Hutchings.
The wrong one though, not my boy.
No, the good one. Yeah, he is back in for the Eagles, but he has gone from the never again list to the never ever again list.
Who?
Bosef.
Oh, Bo! Elbow
boys.
waters.
Bloody Bo.
You think with all the trades that, you can take the risk with Bo, but he has, I feel sorry for coaches apart from Warney that got him in a few weeks ago because he was primed for the picking.
He was.
Good run. First half last week he had 70. He looked amazing.
Yeah, and then had bugger all after that.
Must have done his quad, mate, because he's out with a quad.
Quaddy, mate.
You're lucky he pushed through, mate. Wellingham is out as well. He's just having a horrible run. That trampoline.
Now, are you worried about Stevie at all?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Petrified.
Yeah. Well,
I might even trade him
Dom,
out.
tell him what we're doing later on in the episode.
We'll find out a little bit more.
It's a secret, is it?
Sneaky.
I don't know.
Sneaky.
Oh yeah, we're going to chat to because he's been named Jackson Thurlow,
Scoop.
the boy on the bubble.
Scoop.
So
Did he
we
know?
are very excited about that. So Calvin, let's do the
Mate,
next
St
thing so we
Kilda
can chat to him.
Bulldogs. St Kilda Bulldogs. There is no DT relevant ins and out there, so I'm going to move straight on.
Crossy's been a DT god for years, man.
He's out. All right. Brisbane and Carlton. Now, the biggest news there is Sam Michael. Now, he's a ruck, 108 ruck. He's playing his first game. Some people are saying, does that put Leuenberger in doubt with this new ruck coming in? Surely not. I don't think it will.
What's his name?
Sam Michael.
Does that concern you that it's two first names?
I don't like that, Roy.
No, I don't know.
I don't.
It'd be interesting to check the stats on that, how they've gone in the past.
Well, and there's another guy that some people might have jumped on, but I don't reckon they did. He was a defender. His name's Clark, and he just finished playing his fourth game. His third game, he had 88.
Oh, right.
Looked promising. Anyway, he's been suspended, so bugging him off. Carlton.
You're not going to be back.
Elbow! What is it? Right, Bryce Gibbs is out with an elbow. No, that's me out with an elbow. Bryce Gibbs is back.
Well, you must be pleased with that.
Mate, I've sat in there for too long now, but I thought he'd be back. So Gibbs is back in at the expense of Menzel.
Are you concerned that he'll be nursed?
Yes.
Yeah. Second half.
Half-time start.
Anyway,
Best.
we're going to ring Juddy later and find out. In my last game, Richmond and Essendon. Newman is in. I just like saying his name.
Newman.
Yeah, and Sam Lonergan's in. Now, that's only relevant because he's there to tag.
Yeah.
And it'll be Joe Watson or Stanton that'll be ridden with that, so keep an eye on that. And for Essendon, Dempsey's in. You're a Dempsey boy.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's all the stuff that I got.
All right, let's head into the Sunday games. We've got Hawthorn and Gold Coast. Hawthorn might rest some players. They haven't been rested. David Hale's out with an ankle. He's the only one. Could be very interesting for, well, guys like Buddy and Ruffy this week.
Who
could
is in
go huge. We could see some different things going on there. No one really to report apart from Gibson is back, which might help some guys in the back line. We might see Birchall touch the ball.
So my boy Hutchins is in?
For Hawthorn? No. No, he's not in for Gold Coast either.
He was in last week.
Oh, so he's still there. All right. I didn't do that. So Gold Coast have announced a heap of players in. That's because Zach Smith's out with a knee for the season, poor bloke.
Oh, that
and
sucks.
old Harley Bennell is out with his hammy. So
Oh, damn it.
the couple of ins there that are interesting is both Nichols and Gorringe. They're both ruckmen. Okay, so we've got Gorringe at $129,000, who probably might be the pick of the two at the moment, and Nichols is $108,000 ruckman. So those two guys are worth looking at and watching because we might see a bit of a downgrade happening with those, and might even help with the buys with a couple of things going on there because old mate Blickaz, he's got around 12 by with Dean Cox.
Yep.
So, something to be interested on.
Ponder that.
Next game
So
there.
is he worth getting in for his potential 20 that round?
He could be. All right. North Melbourne and Adelaide at Etihad Stadium there. That Sirakowski is back or into the squad. He's 108,000 still because he's played his 2 games, so that's one to look at. No one else really to think about there. Old Crouch doesn't come back in this week for the Crows. He's playing another game in the Snaffle, so that's there. Fremantle and Melbourne, the last game over at Patterson's Playground. Viv Mitchie, he's been on the list for 3 years, $108,000.
Is Viv still there?
Yeah, and he's a forward. He's been named at the moment in that extended squad.
Good on him.
Matthew Tabner, he's a forward, $107,000. He had 25 touches and kicked 3 goals for Peel last week.
If you don't mind.
So possibly he could come in. And old Simpson, he's a forward mid, and he's $111,000. So some fresh meat could be coming through.
There,
Remember, these are obviously the extended teams. What's his name? Walters. He's out. He's been in form this year with an ankle. For for Melbourne, there's not really too many there. Jimmy Toumpas is out with his ankle. Watch out for him to be a downgrade option later on because he's still leaking.
Oh no, he's gone down again, hasn't he?
So anyway, him and Jack Watts is in, so he's one there. But that's pretty much it for those teams. All right, Calvinator, what's it time for?
You know what time it is, dog. How's this working for you? Hang on.
This is live
I had a song.
TV.
Cute. Awkward.
Here we go.
Am I on? Can you see me on the camera at the moment?
Where's the necklace?
What happens next? Did we do this in rehearsal?
Y'all ready for this?
Okay. Have you got me point?
Yes! I don't blame you for celebrating, but putting us through that is not fair on anyone.
If you'd made rehearsals, you would have seen it. Hey,
Oh, that was awful.
how about it?
Oh, heads up would have been nice.
How about it?
Yeah, you did an unbelievable
you.
job. I
Thank
saw
you.
you copping it all through the week on Twitter, and I was like,
Yep.
trying not to laugh at what people were saying. I was getting angry at them.
Well, the pig still could have been the pig.
Yeah.
Pig still could have had a big score.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
don't write
Well,
off
you
the
never
pig
said
this
Pig
week.
was going to be bad.
Well, I said he wouldn't be good. Like, you're dropping... He's been number 1 for the last, 8 weeks, and all of a sudden he's down number 4. Sort of trying to tease something. Anyway, we all went Gary Ablett for his 135. And look, I'll talk about Gary in a sec. Couple of guys you need to keep an eye on, though. Jared Roughhead. Look, he came in at number 3, and people are like, oh, you're being an idiot, Calvin. And I'm not being an idiot, because I'm a very smart man. Jared Roughhead, in the last 2 games, 118, 128. Huge. Mm-hmm. Last time he played the Suns, 128. Now, he's going to be spending a fair bit of time in the ruck. He's just going to clock it up everywhere. So, he's a huge option. I reckon he's going to be big.
Do you know, I reckon this is just way off the top of my head, but I think that 118 is like his worst game ever versus an expansion club. He loves to punish the kids.
And
just smashes them.
He will slaughter them. Other guys to look at. Look, I've got Joel Selwood and Scotty Selwood in there as well. Look, they're not going to be as good as the next two though. So in number 2 is Swanee. I've gone off him again.
But he's back up the ranks slightly.
But he's back. Look, he's still going to be good. Like last year against Sydney, he had 106. Before that, 125, 110, and the list goes on of like 120. So I'm expecting something between a 110 to a 130 for Swanee.
Yeah, yep.
But number 1, Ablett is going to go around the 150 mark this week.
Wow.
He has to.
We haven't had that from
What's
the
that?
captain, have we?
What? No.
Oh.
What the hell? What is that? Doesn't even oink.
That's the pig.
From last week.
That was put in my mailbox. Delivery. Dear Calvin.
Look at that.
They've
Did
got
they
the
see that?
36
From
on it
Swanee.
too.
Look at it. That's the grossest looking pig. It's muddy.
But whoever did that is a sicko. They are
It's like
sick.
people put horse heads in people's beds. I had a pig delivered in my letterbox.
They've chewed his
Addressed,
troughs and snout,
Dear Calvin.
his ears.
No one can see that. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
good thing.
That's horrific.
No,
Anyway.
the pig doesn't deserve that.
No,
That's
he
his
doesn't.
First sub
Just
100
look at
score
the
for the
pigs.
year, and he was still solid.
Sorry. I'll be better. Right, so no, look,
Good.
get rid of him. This is the pig. The pig's going to be good.
disturbing.
It's
That's
horrific.
bad. Who did that to
I
you?
don't know.
Call the police.
Chopper.
Probably Tithead.
Yeah,
Could
people
be.
that don't read Calvin's captains
Yeah.
probably did it. Look, Gary Ablett this week plays Hawthorn. Last year against them, he had a 175 from 43 touches. Since he's been at Gold Coast, these guys have been his favourite team and he's averaged 152 on them.
That's
That is
ridiculous.
nuts. And he's playing at the MCG where he had
Oh, this-
134 already this year and averaged 165 last year.
Yep.
Hawthorn don't
It's
tag. You know who they're going to send to him though? I reckon they'll send Shields to him.
Right.
Shields has done jobs in the last week. He did a great job on Dangerfield the other week. Danger had 145, right? So, but that's the guy that they're using to run with. So, don't be surprised if Shield goes with him, but geez, he is going to have another monster score this week.
He's in form too.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Nice.
Well, I'm going
Gaz
Gaz.
as well. I'm going with Gaz.
You better go with Gaz.
Oh,
Do what
I
you're
never,
told.
I never
do
go
it.
against
No.
the
Good
pirate.
boy. Good boy. Anyway.
Excellent.
It was
next.
probably him that did that to the pig. You probably did it.
No, I didn't do it, Roy. I
You
wouldn't
better
do it.
not have. You dropped him to 4. That shows a lack of respect.
It's not a lack of respect. And people like are going, oh, you know what I got? You know what I really... No, it doesn't annoy me. I laugh at them. But they write, your article's predictable because you go Swan every week, right? And then I don't go Swan. Oh, it's so predictable because you don't go Swan, you go Ablett. Like, what the hell? What do you want me to do? I'm just a pirate in a hat.
from me?
I'm just a
What-
pirate in a
you
hat,
want him to
boy.
chuck Hutchins number 1. Is that his name?
Hutchins.
Hutchins.
Yeah.
Silent G.
Yeah. No, joke.
Right.
It's just IN.
All right, here we go. Now we've got a bit of an exclusive here. We're going to chat to the buzz boy of the week. He's the bubble boy.
Bloody oath he is.
He's the man. Jackson Thurlow. He is a Lonnie boy like us.
I'm going to ask him a question from the pig.
Excellent.
Probably not.
Right, here we go.
Morning.
Hey, Jacko, how you going, mate?
How are you, boys?
Yeah,
Mate,
good,
how
mate.
are ya?
Good,
Got
good.
a lot of you on the phone.
What's that?
I've got all of you on the phone.
You
Yeah, we're all
do.
here
You're coming live to everybody, all of those Dream Teamers out there that have made you the most selected player this week in Dream Team. How does that feel?
Oh, goodness. There's some pressure.
Fair bit of pressure. So, yeah, you've had a pretty good start. And how's everything going over there at Geelong? Bit better than Lonnie, is it?
It's actually pretty similar to Launceston. But no, it's all going well, boys. I just bought a house.
Money bags.
Played my first game of footy, so I'm on a high at the moment.
I reckon, mate, you're going that well. It's unbelievable. Now, I heard a rumour that in your first game leading up to it, Selwood and Johnson told you not to be nervous about getting a touch, etc., and said they'd look after you. Is that true?
Yeah. No, there was a few of them. There was Matty Stokes, Taylor Hunt. They all said they'll try and get me involved early, try and get me the footy.
How good is that? Did that take that would have eased the nerves a heap, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing I was really worried about. It's just get a first touch underway.
Yeah.
And sort of settle myself down. But no, when you got them sort of blokes around you, it makes things a lot easier.
I reckon. And well done on that performance too, mate. It was awesome.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Now, mate, there's a lot of us, including myself, that are looking to get you into our team this week. What sort of role do you think you have this weekend?
to be honest, mate, we actually didn't find out the team today. So, but I reckon I'll be across half-back, and even on a wing and even half-forward at some stage.
Because what I'm trying to find out, mate, just on the sly, is whether or not you're going to be wearing the green vest at any point.
That I don't know.
Nah, I'm just pushing you.
I'll let you know. I'll send you a message.
Thanks, mate. That's what we like to hear.
No, I'm not too sure, mate. I don't know what the go is yet.
Oh.
We didn't find out today. Just a few things.
Mate, I think you're playing too well to be vested. So, yeah, just keep it up, mate, and pump out about a 70 for me. I'll be pumped.
No worries, mate.
Hey, Jacko, I had Steve Johnson last week and got burnt massively by that. You guys do have a bit of a history of naming Thursday night and then late withdrawal like you did with Chappie a few weeks ago. Did Stevie train this week and how did he look to you?
Yeah, no, he trained all week, mate. He looks good. I'm not too sure what the go is there either, but we have our main team meeting tomorrow before we fly to Adelaide, so I'm not really sure again on what the go is, but no, he did look good on the track.
Yep, cheers, buddy.
All right, Jacko, thanks heaps for your time, mate. I've already signed your papers, so you're a member of the Warn Dogs, so congratulations on that.
Thanks, mate.
Hopefully you'll be a premiership player for me this year.
Hopefully.
He could have bought a bigger house if he had known that. Yeah. You throw money around left, right and centre.
All right, so, well, good work, Jacko. There's plenty of dream teams that are looking forward to watching you play. We're looking forward to watching you as a mate, so good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, boys. Cheers, thanks for having me.
No worries, have a good one. See ya.
See you, boys.
What a good kid.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
We're blessed.
People bag out Tassie boys.
Yep.
How good are they?
Yep.
You cannot.
Yep.
Actually, if you bag them out, you are the biggest knobheads ever.
I would have liked to have bought my first house at 18.
I reckon.
Those boys up and about.
The Tassie way, they come into the team. Do they just float around? No, they have just
get it done.
bang the pair
They
of them.
get it done,
Of course,
Roy.
we're talking about Jesse, who we spoke to last week.
Hello, and how good was he in his third game?
Amazing.
People had written him off and thought he wouldn't be a good option.
They did it.
Now, I know that we don't talk about Supercoach that much. 100 points in Supercoach.
Of course he did.
So that means he's
it's
a good
kind
player.
of impact he's having on the game.
He does. All right, good work. Thanks there to Jacko, and good luck this week, and good luck for at least the bye rounds, because that's what I need from my new recruit.
Jacko, just quietly, has a very pleasant run coming, and Geelong, they like to rest too. Some of their big guns leading up to the bye. That's just going to mean increased role for Jacko, and you'll get plenty of the field.
Next week they've got Port, Gold Coast and GWS. So he's going to be safe for 3 weeks, and he's going to...
Don't be surprised to see him start at a couple of centre bounces in that time,
Yep.
racking up.
120s.
120.
120.
Captain! Sorry,
Settle
on your toes again. I get carried away.
You do go too far, Roy.
I do. I get carried away.
Just did.
I do.
All right, that means that it is Twitter time. That means we're going to answer quite a few of the questions of the people out there. There's our Twitter accounts. If you're not following us, I don't know why not. You should be. And if you're not on Twitter, a lot of people say I don't do Twitter. You should jump on just to get your Dream Team news or your footy news, because
that's my number one source.
Exactly, it's better than jumping on the Herald Sun website or anything like that.
It's just a stupid website.
And just make sure you you're listening to us. So people have sent in some things using the hashtag GT Talk Live, and that is something that we have been running with, and there's some questions coming. Here we go. I'm going to fire these ones at you too.
I love this part of the show.
Get ready.
Off the cuff.
Ads. This is our man, Ads Man. He wants to know: do we upgrade now and take points, or stockpile some cash for the buys? What are our thoughts on that?
I guess it depends on where you're at. And like for me, I'm taking points now because I've got a bit of ground to catch up. If you have the luxury to be dumping dudes, to cash it up, you are going to be laughing in a few weeks' time.
I'll tell you what, like I briefly touched on earlier, that is a chance to attack. Now, if you cannot leak too many points at the moment by cash grabbing, wowee, you can come home, because a lot of teams are going to be a little bit patchy, even if they've got a full squad. It's going to be a couple of dud rookies in there. It is a chance to load up through that time. Personally, I'm just going to try to maximise weekly points. I'm not in a position where I can look too far ahead, but if you can do that, I reckon it's a wicked idea.
You must nearly be in a position to do it.
I can, but I'm going to spend a little bit of cash over these next couple of weeks just to shore up some things because of some worries, like Bo Waters,
You
for
have had a
example. I
bad
have
run.
to.
Yeah.
I'm not trading him out. I probably could, but I'm upgrading instead.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
hopefully in the long run, that's going to be a better option and keeping that buy structure for me.
Yeah, no, that's really good. Yeah, in your position, that's a great call.
All right, let's whack into the next question.
Doggy
This
position.
one.
Dougie Star.
Should we look at trading in Ellis as a springboard cash grab and then upgrade into the likes of Gibbs pre-round 11?
No, it was good early.
Speaking of springboard, I just heard a boing. You're right.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
No, yes, get him in. Don't worry about stepping stone to someone else.
Keeper, is he?
Keeper
Well, at the
and
moment,
captain potential.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I get a bit excited.
I know you do, Roy.
No, great idea. Now, in my assistant coach article, I said it's not too late because he's still actually cheap. So I said not too late to get Ellis in, and I got a few questions back. Is that for keeper status?
Yep.
And I was like, well, you
Wait
can
and
cross your
see.
fingers. You can
Wait
cross your
and
fingers
see.
and hope, but he's got a negative break even. It's like still negative 44 or something. So get him in as common sense.
It's like Vlosten,
as that
right?
stepping
Is
stone.
Vlosten a keeper? Well, if he keeps doing what he's doing,
Well, it'd be hard to
And
say.
you're going to plays,
Yeah.
plays.
but
So-
it's probably not going to happen. But
So
cross your
so
fingers.
they said, "What do you reckon? What will you be happy with from Ellis this
Yep.
week?" I said 70 to 85.
Well done. Wait,
Yeah.
not to be greedy.
Yeah, so that's what I'm happy with.
So you're not
And-
thinking it's too late to get him now?
No, because he is still
He's
so
got that low
cheap.
break
It's
even,
ridiculous. Yeah. So good stepping stone.
And
Great
especially
idea.
with that,
Good
it's a bit of a
tweet.
2-week plan. Thank you, Luke, for that one. Awesome. Let's move into Chris. He wants to know, Sam Mays, do we hold or trade him? Don't want to make the same mistake as trading out Dwyer too early.
Yeah.
So we're seeing there, his break-even's pretty much up there at
It's in the 90s.
his peak
Yep.
as what he would realistically offer up at his best day.
Yeah.
So he's bleeding points. He's bleeding money, sorry. And so
Yeah.
what do we reckon?
He's got that dirty sub score with him now,
Yeah.
and that's going to last for 3 weeks. So I am dumping him this week.
Yeah.
He's got to go for me. I can't have that there next to my other sub mate. Right, so gone.
Like Dwyer, I think he's got some good scores left in him.
Yeah.
Like he is a quality player. He's had his rest. I doubt he'll be vested again in the near future.
Yep.
However, he is bleeding points. If he is your stepping stone to someone like a Uber Premium,
Yep.
you got to use him now.
Agree.
And that's it. If you can upgrade him, bang,
Yeah,
go for it.
yeah.
If you're downgrading, there's not too many options there. You could go his teammate, maybe in Staker, and that could be a mistaker.
To make
but,
it.
Oh yeah,
what
so
could
he did.
Yeah.
what could
He
happen?
did what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
What
Use
we
his name.
could happen? What could happen there? Like that. You know, if he's playing on your ground, if Mays is on your ground, going to Staker could be a bad call because they might. He's going to push out some pretty ordinary scores, I
will.
reckon, along the way.
Oh, he will, yep.
But, you might as well have kept Mays. But if Mays is planted on your bench and you're pretty happy with that, going down to Stake is not a bad call. So you're not going to lose too much of his value.
No, definitely.
That's-
He is DPP. That is
Which
quite
is
handy
handy.
through the buys especially. But, I say trade. But you will be upset at a couple of good scores from him.
All right, next question. Hey, guys.
Hey,
Just
mate.
wondering who I should get in for Mays. Should it be Staker or should it be Buddy? Gavin wants to know that. Gavin's a big fan. He's the first one to like everything on Facebook, which is
We
great.
are the
Well
first
done.
one to like Gav right back.
Right, thanks, Gavin. So, what do we reckon? Do we go down to Staker or up
No,
to Buddy?
upgrade.
Well, I'm going to
Upgrade.
tell him the truth.
Right.
I was going to lie to him, but now I'm going to tell him the truth because I like him. Mate, I am going Mays to Buddy this week. And
Right.
I'm not... Steer clear, mate. You got him last week.
Oh, damn it.
Look, he's so cheap at the moment. He's $3.80. That is so cheap for a guy in the past who has averaged
100.
consistently
Yeah.
100. So you've got to jump on him at some point. And for Mays to him, it's not that much money.
No.
So, mate, I would not be going down. I would be
No.
going up, and I'd be crossing my fingers that Buddy's actually going to start doing something.
Well, he's got 2 very friendly weeks to get his,
As long as
pull
he's
his
not
finger out.
rested.
He won't be rested.
Good. All right, let's move into that next question then. This is from Matt. What should we do with Birchall and Hartlett? Trade or carry?
Gosh, you do this one.
Well, far out. First good move I have made is Hartlett out to Ellis last week. That is
Yeah.
By far, it's actually the best trade I have ever done in the history of my dream team.
Really?
Yeah, because Hartlett is just a piece of crap, and Ellis just pumped out a 150. So it was amazing. Hartlett is now down another significant. I made 100 grand out of that trade. It's probably almost a straight swap now, but I'm saying chase the negative break even because Hartlett is a train wreck, and it's just getting worse. Usually train wrecks stop somewhere.
Yeah.
This just keeps crumbling and crumbling.
He doubled his score from the week before.
I know.
To get a
So
60.
you'd have Birchall in the same boat?
No, I don't. And Birch is going to bounce back this next
He
fortnight.
will respond.
One thing GWS do well, they pick some poor bastard and say, we're tagging him, stop him, and they do an unbelievably good job at it. To the point we shouldn't get so excited when our real premiums play GWS. We should get excited about our lesser players playing GWS. So Birch, I think, will bounce back with back-to-back hundreds.
For shizzle.
Well, he's got
Hartlett.
Gold Coast and Melbourne next too.
Yep.
Hartlett will bounce back with anywhere from 30 to 60.
Yep. Yeah, Birch is definitely a different type of player, but Birch has
got ticker and
now
ability.
that
And
he
he's
has
from Tasmania.
and that's exactly it. So yeah, I'd stick with Birch. Hartlett,
You got to get rid of him, don't you?
dump him.
All right, next question now. Does he go, this is from Jack, so a similar question there. Does he go Hartlett to Ellis or does he go Heath to Thurlow? Which one should he do? Which one should he be jumping on to make happen?
Wow.
Now, here's a couple of little things to help you with your decision making. Heath is back in this week with a big break even. Going to probably go down in value more. Obviously, Jacko, our boy, which I reckon he would have sold a few people there because he's a great bloke. He goes up after this week. So, what is he better to do? Basically, you're sticking with Hartlett, and do you need Ellis, or do you just get the cash from the Heath to...
Far out. I've just ranted about trading Hartlett. This one, I'm nearly going to throw a completely bipolar hat on here and say you've got to chase Heath to Thurlow and hope Hartlett comes good out of this one.
I'll be doing that.
You do need to. Listen to this. You want to hear a random stat? There's a respected media best on ground blah 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 competition.
Oh yeah.
Player of the year, not just from one team, from all teams. Mm-hmm. Hamish is winning.
What?
Yeah.
What? The whole thing?
Yes.
What, did he get some votes in those games before you got him?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
must have, because 230s in a row, you can't. So, I'm telling this guy, he's just got to probably hope that he can get back to something.
And the other thing is this, there's not going to be, once the buys have gone, right, there's not going to be many reliable rookies that are going to start to come through, right, and it's going to dry up. So a guy like Thurlow, who could be a finals player for Geelong, you need to get on. As quick as you can get rid of your Stevenson, your Heath, and your Pittards, who we all started with,
and did their job.
Yeah.
The quicker you can get rid of them, the better you're going to be.
Now, one thing in this guy's favour, the Hartlett favour. I watched him closely to start the game because I was like, oh, this is going to backfire on me. He was at centre bounces, didn't man up on his opponent.
Yep.
But then it was worse at every throw-in or stoppage. Everyone else had a man. God knows where his man was, playing loose man in defence or something. Hartlett was loose at every stoppage, and I thought, this is going to be a bloody nightmare.
Right.
Guess what? Still couldn't touch a pill. So his roll's good. That guy's just got to hope.
Right, last few questions here. Let's get into this one from Sam. He is a long-time viewer. Any thoughts on Montagna? Pretty keen for him as a point of difference, and he has a round 12 bye. Is that a good move?
I know Chopper's got him.
I know, and you know what?
He's
Yeah, Chop's old man
He has
too.
been very bloody good, Montagna.
Yep.
And they're back in that, other teams are back in that mode of Del Santo is the one to tag and stop.
Yep.
Lee Montagna's been one of the biggest scabs in the game for the last 10 years.
He's been an ultimate
and
gem.
he's doing it really well.
Yep.
Personally, I can't stand the guy. I wouldn't want him in my team, but is he a good pick? Yes, he is.
Well
Good.
answered.
Good. All right, next one here. Let's get into Sean's question. He's going to go Jones to Watson or Mays to Buddy or Nick Nat. Well, let's go Jones to Watson. Great trade this week.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. Probably one of the best that you can do because Watto's down at his low.
Averaged, what, last year? 113?
Yeah,
That's like
Brownlow
a
medalist.
mega premium.
So you're getting him good. Or does he go Mays up to Buddy or Nick Nat? What do you reckon there? Who would you choose firstly out of Buddy or Nick Nat?
Buddy.
Buddy?
Buddy.
Definitely. Yeah. for consistency. That's a terrible thing to
isn't
say.
it?
It's a terrible way to put it, but you're right.
But yeah, I think
we're underestimating Nick Nat.
Well,
he used to just be a super coach guy.
we were all going to pick him at the start of this year.
Yes,
before
that
his
is
injury.
correct though.
That's true.
So
I still, for some reason, buddy, that 200 rings in your head.
Yeah.
The fact he can... He must be good. He must be good.
must be.
But I love Watson.
I
at
think
that
the
price.
Watson trade. The problem will be the buys, but
Yeah, with that though, I've got the option of going Watson this week
Oh,
as well, but
oh,
I'm
yep.
going Buddy, and the
Yep.
reason is it gives me a juicy little pot of cash,
Okay.
which I'm going to use either
Right.
next week or over the buy. So for me, I'm chasing, and look, Watto's value, but I think Buddy is even better value.
yeah.
Oh, he's under 400. It's ridiculous.
Bug on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the only other thing there with that is that Jones, I think that he's going to sit in the team for a little bit of time as well,
Yep.
compared
Great
to
thing to
Mays.
look at.
Mays got that vest worry. Mays has got drop worry.
Yep.
Big
And
break
so-
even.
And I think that every team
Mays
needs,
to Buddy's a sensible choice.
well,
There it is.
every team needs a person you hate,
Yeah.
right? And Buddy's going to be mine, right? So look, it gets the pressure off Matty Wright. So it just
He'll flourish.
he's going to be better with Buddy next to
And
him.
Buddy's going to be able to be. He'll be a great teammate for Swanee on Saturday nights. He'll get the
Massive.
get everything happening. All right, here we go into Ben's question. A good week to jump on Nick Nat Nui. So we just talked about Nick Nat. Is it a good week to jump on him?
I'm a fan. And
I'm a fan.
He's playing unbelievably well.
Yeah.
He's not going to do what he did last week every week.
No.
Like that was sheer
He's got
domination.
GWS this week.
So he's going to do more than that this week. But yeah, I like it. He's well, like what he said, we were going to pick him at the start of the year. That indicates to you that he's underpriced.
Yep.
He's come out and backed it up straight away. Yes, it's a good pick.
Now, did he start his first game as a sub?
He did.
He did. So
Yeah,
he's
he
actually
came on.
dropped. Has he dropped a little
I
bit?
don't think he. Oh, I can't remember.
What's he played
Maybe I
now?
should have researched this.
Yeah.
I think he's done 3.
I think he has
He has
dropped a
played
little
through.
bit in the last week.
I remember I did look at his price. I paid no attention to whether he had moved, but I thought, wow,
Regardless
that's cheap.
his value.
Yeah, it was
He's
value.
a good value.
Unbelievable value.
All right, and the last question for tonight is Faz wants to know Calvinator.
Yeah, mate.
Boyd in, wines out. Is that a good trade?
Hell yeah. Boyd is a good player. Boyd was my boy at the start of the
Yes,
year.
he
I
was.
love Boyd.
You love
however-
boys.
Boys.
Who'd you say?
Boys.
Boyd! Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Hold on!
Boyd! Look, Boyd, he's a gun. And what did he average last year? People say he's too old. His numbers are ridiculous. He's come back slow. He's come back really slow, and that makes him at a juicy price. I think it's a great move. However, if you can get to a Watson, who has actually had decent numbers in the last couple of weeks, 119, 112
Yeah.
from him. Look at that.
Very close.
How about that? Bang, Calvin. Booyah.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
So look, Watto's a better pick if you can get to it. But if you're chasing the value of Boyd, who should from this point to the end of the year average over 100, then yeah, it's a good call.
I got a Twitter question actually today.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Hit us with it.
Now, off the top of my head, it was like a Twitter question, trivia question.
Okay.
Yeah. It said
got my buzzer.
It said red means stop, green means stop. Which one is right? Yes, Calvin.
The first one.
No, both of them, because Matty Wright wears both vests.
Oh, you're a knob. That's not a... Who wrote that to you?
No, I just thought of it.
You're a...
Yeah, sorry.
All right, just before we go, a quick shout out, a quick reminder, if you want to get yourself
right.
an awesome trophy like us, this is from championschoicetrophies.com.au. You can get on those. They've got a range of those there. You can get 10% off if you use Presti as your little code.
I
on
love the
checkout.
trophy with the dude in the couch.
Oh,
That
that
looks
is
awesome,
amazing.
doesn't it?
Isn't
That's
That's such a good idea.
If I had a picture of that, I'd put that up.
Yeah,
there.
but you don't need to. It
No,
looks like this.
Go and check it out on our website. You can check it out on their site too. But yeah, that is pretty much what we've got. All we've got for this week, boys. So
Oh, right, okay.
great episode. No internet dropouts. That's bloody handy.
That's
It's always
what.
a win when we get that.
Massive win.
Yep.
And yeah, good luck this weekend. The buys aren't far away. Make sure
They're not.
your team is going to be looking good for it.
Go, Jacko.
Go, Jacko.
Get it, John.
Get him in.